Alright guys, so we're a couple of days after Tough Mudder and I kind of injured my foot again. Now I'm just getting ready to do another bit of boxing. So what I'm going to do is do that on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, and I'm going to take running out because by the end of Tough Mudder, I don't know if you watched the video, but there's a couple of bits in it you kind of see when the camera's facing you, a bit of a limp on. And on Saturday night I really couldn't put weight on my foot, but actually right now, I'm not going to lie, it feels alright. It's weird, but I'm having the discipline for this week at least that I'm not going to do any form of running, absolutely not. I will walk and I'll do some boxing and stuff. I'll do this, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, because the next goal that's coming up, like I've got goals dotted throughout the year, and on Friday the 5th of July I'm actually going down to do a training session with Ricky Hatton. Now, Ricky Hatton is someone I absolutely idolised in my late teens, early 20s. Used to sit and watch all his fights, and I mean all the time. He's probably the main reason I started focusing on being a body puncher when I really thought I started competing, because I just saw how devastating those punches were, you know. So I'm really looking forward to that, and the only kind of thing that I'm wanting to get from going down and training with him is just a compliment. I don't know how much compliments I'm going to get because he's trained with and he trains like some beast, you know what I mean? So I just want him to say, geez, oh, you're strong, or just something, you know what I mean? So that's going to be my focus in the next couple of weeks, is to do a wee bit more boxing in that period of time. And then hopefully when I go down there, I can impress the man himself. So like I said, I'm going to do about another 10 rounds today, 10 rounds Wednesday, probably another 10 rounds on Saturday. Ignore the running, keep the weight training in, and just tick the boxes that way. So yeah, like I said, I'm buzzing for this wee challenge. It's got my juices flowing. It's something I've wanted to do for years and just never done. And I think it was a couple £100, and I think you go down training for about 3 years or something like that. So aye, let's go and smash it. Right guys, so happy Tuesday. So Monday I'm going to do boxing, and Tuesday I'm going to come in and do some weight training. But as always, you keep on saying, trying to keep things very, very, very basic in terms of like the amount of volume and stuff like that. Because like I've said in previous ones, when you are doing a wee bit of everything, you need to be careful not to burn yourself out at all ends. And because my main focus is boxing, most of my effort's going to be in boxing for the next few weeks. So aye, with all that in mind, let's just get crack on with this first set. Four sets of bench press. Right, 4 sets of barbell rows. Right, 4 sets of an abductor and lunge superset. Right guys, so training went well. I'm actually feeling really strong, much stronger than I have been feeling, and I think sleep was a wee bit better last night, so it's probably something to do with that. So down here getting a walk in, I just had to do some work there. But a wee life update is, yes, although sleep was better last night, in a general sense, it's been absolutely terrible. And I'm telling you, trying to balance 2-year-old with a newborn is so tough, but it's doable. And my advice to everybody is just always have a plan, always be prepared, you know. You can't just try and wing it. That's one thing I'm learning very quickly. And I've not got my day planned out in a nutritional sense or a training sense, and it probably won't go well. And it doesn't always go to plan, by the way. It really, really doesn't. Everybody will say, aye, it must be easy if you can get everything planned out in their schedule. It doesn't. Like, sometimes it needs to change, you know, and that's just the way it is. But it's better to have a plan than not. And I'm still training the 6 days a week, still doing my classes, still doing all my work, still walking this bloody dog the whole time. Still doing all that jazz, you know. So that's just a wee life update. Still extremely tired, still really busy, and still trying to make it work. I think weight loss wise, for the ones that are kind of new that I've dieting down, I think I'm down about, I think it's 5 pounds or something like that, so that's gone really well. There's no excuses, and I feel great. I'm probably lighter than I have been in a while. I'm starting to look fairly decent and a wee bit more comfortable as well. So, out with my new camera as well, which I'm really enjoying. It's probably going to make me vlog that a wee bit more. Finish off this walk, and I've got more boxing tomorrow. Right guys, so happy Wednesday. Again, I'm not going to bore you. Obviously I'm coming in to do some more boxing, do another 10 rounds, and because it is my priority right now to get very boxing fit, shall I say, because if I'm going down there to train for a few hours with the man himself, then I want to kind of impress, and I want to be able to basically last those few hours no matter what he kind of throws at us, you know. So again, I'm not going to bore you with boring details of just watching me on a bag all the time, but just know that I'm in here getting the wraps on 10 rounds, and we're going to smash it out, and I'm feeling a bit fit and a bit stronger all the time. I always know when I'm feeling a wee bit leaner because I'm wearing like a skin today, and typically when I wear these, like when I collect body fat, I've got it around my hips and it's not really showing as much now. So in terms of the progress for the holiday diet and stuff like that, it's gone really well. So let's go and smash this out. Right guys, so after training, wee bit of work, wee bit of food, walk dog, and I'm down with Joseph, to Joseph's favourite place, down at the wee family park, the wee animal park that he loves coming down to. I made a wee video about that earlier on, but I'm going to go down here and don't enjoy this with him. Wednesdays were usually, before we finished up for maternity leave and stuff, Wednesdays were my Joseph day, and we've kind of tried to keep that intact to some degree. It gives her a wee break, because obviously juggling the 2 kids all the time is pretty hard for both of us. But no, just spend my time down here. The sun's came out, which has made me come down here because it's been absolutely crap for him. So let's go and enjoy our day. 3, 2, 1. Like Joseph, is that? Llama. Right guys, so happy Friday. So yesterday I had a wee bit of more of an impromptu rest day. Just focused on getting the steps and that, and I had quite a busy day as well, so I didn't really bother with the training, and was a wee bit more fatigued. I wore my walking boots when I went out my walk, because it's obviously for the guys that know, but the weather's been absolutely disgusting. And I wore my walking boots, and it's really aggravated my foot again. And I know people probably watching this will be like, shut the fuck up about your foot, but again, when I look back on these, it's just always good to document like where I was with it. So on a Friday anyway, when I've been kind of tweaking the programme, because again I'm still doing a bit of everything, I just do like a big 3 in here. So I'll do these squats, and again I'm using the safety bar purely for my wrists, and it's totally changed how I'm enjoying squats, because as much as I was in a lot of pain in terms of like when I done squats because of my wrists and stuff like that, the fact that I've got a safety bar that I'd never used before and my wrists don't even come into action is absolutely amazing. So what I do is I've done a couple of warm-up sets, and then I've got 4 working sets. I'll do the exact same with bench press. I'll do a couple of warm-up sets and then 4 working sets, and then with pull-ups I usually do, don't really need the warm-up there, so usually just go jump into 5 sets, and then kind of call it a day there, and then I'll be home, walk dog, and then a wee bit of work that day, and probably start editing this stuff here. So let's crack on. Right, so 4 sets of bench. Again, people might say, like again in terms of volume, volume in terms of like how many sets would you do if you were going to be training weights 2 and 3 and 4 times a week. And to be honest with you, there's not a blanket statement answer for that. It's one of those things that people will sit and argue about and stuff, and I tend to go in a wee bit more of a feedback loop. Now when you're a wee bit more experienced, a feedback loop might be how I'm feeling, which is exactly what I've been doing over these last couple of weeks. And for other people, you might get a coach's feedback or whatever, but the day I always go a wee bit lighter. So again, this is just probably a tad under body weight, but I'll go for, say, anywhere between 10 to 15 reps a day, and quite not near failure, nowhere near failure. So I'll push a wee bit harder with the weights on a Tuesday when I'm doing my weight training, but on a Friday when I'm in doing this stuff, it's a wee bit more making sure I can manage the reps in a wee bit more controllable fashion. So this is set 1 of 4. I'm not going to film the 4 sets, but you kind of get the picture. Right, so then we go into our 5 sets of pull-ups, and yes, I am wearing gloves. A lot of people are polarly against gloves. I'm very indifferent about gloves, but the thing is you won't be able to see it from there, but these bits here at this pull-up bar, they're honestly like graters. The first time I came here, I was doing pull-ups like I'd literally, tore my hand and torn my calluses apart. So again with these, I try and keep them relatively tidy. Like, they're not the best. I always go all the way down, all the way back up, but there is a wee bit of body language the more fatigued that I get. But again, the point in doing like a big 3, if you were going to go into the gym and you're like, right, going to try and get the most bang for your buck, and I think I've said this plenty of times, but just doing the big compound movements, you know, like again in that sense, a squat, people say squats for your legs, like your squats will absolutely hammer your core if you're doing them properly, your glutes, etc. Yes, amazing for the legs as well. A big compound pushing exercise, whether it be an overhead press or some sort of bench press, and then a big pulling exercise. Again, it could be some form of bent over row, or it could be some form of, like, say, pull up or pull down. Again, just working on different axes, and that's what I usually try and work my week like. If you look at the Tuesday, it's a bit more of a horizontal pull in terms of the bent over rows or T-bar rows or whatever I do, and today it'll be vertical. Alright guys, so happy Saturday, and call into the vlog there. So actually not long back to the gym, got another 10 rounds in, and again just feeling better every single session now. This is the first time in a long time where I've punched 3 times in a week, and typically, because I keep on mentioning injuries, but my wrists normally typically don't handle it, but for whatever reason I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling good, I'm feeling fit, I'm feeling strong. Also last night, Friday, so you've probably heard me, for the people that do watch these vlogs, previously talking about my nephew and like his journey, and how I'll share it at one point, and I keep delaying it because he keeps on surpassing himself every single time. So every single time I'm like, right, I'll post a wee vlog about him and talk about him and his journey and all that kind of stuff. He goes away and does something else. So on Wednesday, when his mum got word that there was a scout who wanted to speak to him and take him on trial with Queen's Park. Again, for people who know Queen's Park in Scotland, it's one of the best youth development sides that there probably is. I'm sure there's quite a few Scottish boys, as in Scotland team boys, playing that team right now. And I went last night and just kind of support him, make sure he gets a run in and stuff like that, and just hopefully he can impress them, you know. But honestly, the whole thing with him right now is just, it's mind blowing. And as I keep telling him, you're already good enough. Like, even if things didn't work out with his trial and stuff like that, he's already getting noticed, and that's amazing. So it's just really exciting times for him. Feeling really good myself, if I'm being honest. And just in general, another good solid week. Also, I want to say a massive thank you to Emma, who did buy me a coffee and buy Frank some sausages, like you'll see here. I did actually do this last week, but because I posted the Tough Mudder vlog last week, I didn't have a chance to really put this in there. It would have been totally out of place. So again, thank you, Emma. That was very kind of you again. And again, if anybody wants to support the channel, buy me a coffee and buy Frank some sausages. And there's a link down below in the description where you can do so. And anything's always appreciated. It just helps keep the vlogging encouraged. So another good solid week. I've got nothing else I can really expand on. Just training hard, keeping the nutrition well, and just feeling really good. So again, I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all good. Leave a like, leave a comment, and if you're an absolute gem, you'll subscribe. And I'll catch you again next week.